everybody. Episode 33, Relatively Speaking Pod, back in your life. Episode JC right here. Jesus Christ.
I was just going to say, is this when we get crucified?
Hopefully not.
We just create content that gets us canceled.
Hopefully we can create content that somebody sees. That would
Well,
be cool.
I was going to say, we did hit a milestone on Spotify that we have been...
We got three views?
No, we actually have 1,100 views
Nice.
on Spotify. So
that's what's up, dude.
it took 34 episodes to get 1,100
33,
views.
dog.
33. So
Yeah.
do that math. How many average
Yeah.
per?
Yeah, you're not supposed
10?
to tell people that we get 9 views.
10?
Yeah. This is for me, myself, and I.
This is for our children to watch when we die in 100 years.
That is crazy to think about. I was actually like thinking in my head story, a little something about Charlie, but I'm not going to say it on the pod. But I was like literally thinking like, oh, you know, maybe in 15 years he would hear this and not be so happy that I said it type thing. But then I'm like, dude,
Kid's
the
3.
hell knows where any of this is ever going to go and or if they'll ever listen to it. But we do have some good archived conversations. It would actually be a trip to like listen to some of these, like when we're like our parents' age, and just like know that we actually have recordings. Like think about like home videos that you see of like, I don't know, like Uncle Brian is good at having them. So I've seen like a few of like him having like some videos when the kids were little and just like even just seeing him and hearing him talk when he's like 30.
Yeah.
And now he's like,
is interesting.
It's kind of crazy.
Well, you would think too, this is where our kids are the first generation that has literally every moment of their life available on a phone.
Yeah.
I can pull up pictures of Finn being born, basically.
Yeah.
You know, and you have to go through a photo album for us for that.
Yeah.
You know, so that'll be interesting for our kids to have. And I wonder,
dude, I have like no pictures of myself as a kid.
Really?
Yeah, my mom always, like, still to this day, like, feels like bad about it. She always talks.
She didn't take any.
Yeah, she just didn't take a lot. She always talks about how she, you know, in the moment, like, felt like she would never like forget times and things like that, and like, sadly, she has.
Yeah.
You know, and so she's like, it wasn't like a thing to like document everything.
Yeah.
You know, like obviously some people are better, but like, you know, somebody like Sip, maybe if she was born or, you know, was a mother in the 70s or 80s or whatever, or 90s, like might have taken more pictures because she's just like, has always been like liked that type of thing. But there's a lot of people that probably just overlooked it and never like thought to take a bunch of pictures of their kids.
Yeah, I go back and forth. I had that thought because we went to Death Cab on Friday. I had that thought when everybody had their phone out.
Yeah, just nobody taking in the moment.
Everyone's recording
looking at them through the phone.
And I'm just like, do you know how, first of all, how bad this is going to sound? Because it's so effing loud in here. It was awesome. We'll recap that in a second, but that's a good segue. Just watching it and having that thought, I'm like, man, should I take some pictures or take a video? You know, but I was just so in the moment that I didn't want to. But I ended up doing it because I was like, I want to just have some scrolling through pictures on my phone and have some memorial stone of, you know, being at the show. And but it was funny because there were people in front of us that had their phones out the entire fucking time.
Yeah.
And I was just like, dude, why?
It's wild.
Well, I think Sarah is really good about taking pictures and, you know, creating like memorials of different things. But sometimes I'm just like, let's just have it exist in our brain. But like you said, with what your mom said, you don't remember it. Like it's so profound in the moment, you think you will, but then you don't.
Even Sunday being 5, there's like so many things that she did that was the cutest thing ever that I literally can't remember. Like something will happen and then we'll be like, oh, remember Sunday used to say it like this or something? And I'm just like, oh, dude, I completely forgot about that. Like, it's so crazy to just think. And like, even like trying to remember like how old they were when they did their first steps compared to this baby or that baby, or wait, when did Sunday get her first tooth? And Georgia got hers when? Like all that type of stuff. Like, it just happens so fast. And we have so many things going on in our lives, and now we're so consumed with like things, you know, like I'm constantly listening to sports stuff, and like there's just shit going on in my head,
just berated
constantly, that like remembering every little detail, even as big or little as they are, it's just like it's tough. But yeah, dude, you did we talk about? No, you bought the tickets. It wasn't for Death Cab.
No, it was for Rilo Kiley.
But we talked when we had Galibe on.
We talked about it.
That Death Cab was coming here.
They announced it the day before he came on the show.
And then I just completely forgot about it.
Yeah, I forgot about it until I was in such a fog when we shot last Thursday. I completely forgot about it, and then we went Friday. I was like, damn it, I didn't say anything on the podcast.
Yeah. And Sarah just like said you guys were going. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I was like, bro, didn't even mention it.
I know. My favorite band of all time is Death Cab for Cutie, and they came to Reading for the first time ever. I didn't know that they'd never been here before. It was the first time they've ever been to Reading, which is ironic because they're from Bellingham, Washington.
Okay.
So that's not close, but they're in Portland and Bend and Idaho all the time, Nevada, Sacramento.
It's funny that you have that perspective, because I feel like, why would they ever come here? But I actually feel I've heard that like people do, like even comedians do the Civic.
Jerry Seinfeld was here not that long ago.
Dang, really?
Yeah. Tim Allen came.
Yeah, I think
that lady from TLC.
Was it I can't remember who it was. Somebody big. I remember years ago before I lived here was like going here, and I was like, wait, what?
The Eagles.
Joe Coy, I think.
Yeah, Joe Coy. He's coming back.
I think it was Joe Coy came.
He's coming back. The Eagles did a thing here, I think, or maybe that was the Beach Boys. One of those. I don't know.
But so Death Cab, that was Friday.
That was Friday night.
Yeah, so give a little rundown of that experience.
That was we hadn't seen them live in probably like 16 years.
Wow.
It's been a long time.
And you've seen them
I've seen them live probably a dozen times. This is probably like the 13th or 14th
all
time
over
I've seen
Southern California.
Yeah. Going to LA, San Francisco. We saw them at Coachella a couple times before Coachella was gay. Yeah. And their band has changed a little bit over the course of the years that I've listened to them. One of their core like founding member musicians left in 2014. He was like their main producer.
Okay.
But he left, and so they brought on two other guys to replace him, which I've always thought was pretty rad. Testament to how much of a monster musician this guy was, that they had to bring in two people to replace him.
Wow.
Yeah, that's interesting. This was my first time seeing them as a 5-piece, because I've only ever seen them as just a 4-man.
Okay.
But dude, it was
still
they
great?
sounded fucking incredible. They played a song from almost every single record.
Do they have new albums?
Yeah, their newest one came out last year, or maybe it was like 18 months ago. Like newish.
Yeah.
But it was great. The set list was amazing. They sounded great, and the vibes were good. It wasn't too crowded. It was like there was a good amount of people there.
Yeah. How big is Civic? You know what it seats?
Maybe 1,000.
Oh, so it's pretty small.
Yeah, it's probably, well, actually, because you think Bethel's main sanctuary is like 1,100, right?
I have no idea.
I think it's 1,100. And the Civic, I could be completely out of my mind wrong on this, but it felt about the same size because it goes up, like amphitheater style seating.
Yeah, I've only been to it the one.
So I could be wrong. Yeah.
Where were you?
In the front, like in the pit, like right in front of the stage. So we were maybe like 3 people back. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, and
that was you have to buy those tickets.
The whole thing was general admission. So even the seats, like in the amphitheater part, you could basically sit or stand wherever you wanted, but it was, first come, first serve kind of a thing.
So did you have to get there early to do that?
The doors opened at 5. We got there at 5:30 and there was no one there. So it was like.
And what time did the show start?
7.
Oh, okay.
So we just stood around for an hour and a half. They have like a little coffee shop in there that sells Theory. So we got a iced coffee and just hung out.
No beers.
People watched. They had beers. I just didn't get any.
Dang.
Yeah.
But then it filled in.
And it filled in, but it still, like, even towards the end, it was like there was a lot of people sitting and people standing behind us, but it never felt like, you like just super like.
And was it like you guys were like singing along the whole time?
Oh
like,
yeah, dude, I was having the time of my life. It was great.
Reminiscing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, making out 24/7.
I wanted to, but didn't.
Sis was too busy screaming her.
Yeah, it was just fun. It was good vibe, and it was interesting. The people there were not.
Yeah,
I always say
run into people that you know.
Joy and John went, and so we stood next to them. But other than that, I didn't see anybody else that I knew. I didn't see Galibe. Sure, he was there somewhere. But I didn't see him. I didn't see. There were some other people I thought would go that I know like listen to good music, and I didn't see them either. But I wasn't really like looking for people. Yeah. But it was good. It was pretty impressive the way their lead singer Ben Gibbard. He's like he's 47 or 48, and he was just running around the stage,
really
singing, and never once was he like winded or whatever. And I was like, well, you can tell because he's a big ultra runner. You said, right? And I didn't know this. I knew that he was an ultra runner. He started when he got clean, like 10 years ago. He started ultra running or found running, and eventually led to because he was a big boozer and drugger.
Like back in the day when we used to. So I mean, 10 years ago is not very.
Maybe
long.
not. Maybe more than that. Okay. Maybe because he was married to. Do you know who Zoe Deschanel is?
Yeah.
He was married to her. For a couple years in like 2011, 2012. Then they got divorced. But I think he was clean then, so maybe it's been even longer than that. Okay. But anyway, he found running, then started doing like long range ultra stuff. And he just did Western States 100 in June. That was last month, a month ago. Yeah, yesterday actually. And he did it in 27 and a half hours, I think is what his time was. Dang. In his division, he was like 149th.
Crazy.
But I was just
I think I have no idea, but you know how like, people set goals for I think like the goal usually like the big one is to be like under 24 hours on 100. But from what I recall, Western States is like pretty hard.
Yeah. That's just in Auburn. That's real close to us.
Yeah. It's like a pretty hard course. But yeah, dude, 27 hours straight of running. That's freaking gnarly.
Yeah, dude. And he's probably similar. I think we're probably the same height, but he's just skinny and lengthy but he's the new guitar player is also an ultra runner.
Sick.
So I went into a whole little nerd thing looking on that ultrasignup.com, that website that uses sign up for Black Star. They have like a leaderboard thing. You can find people on it. And so I was looking at all the races that he's done, and he's done quite a few.
Really?
He's had several DNFs, but he's attempted a lot. Like I think it was 2024, he did a 50K. It was like he did a 30, a 50, and 100 like within like a 4-month period. Sick. In 2024, and then he took a year off and just did Western States last month. But
that's freaking epic.
There was an article about it on Rolling Stone, him talking about being on tour and training for an ultra at the same time, and being in different cities and finding ultra communities in those cities to do runs with while he's on the road, and pretty sick.
Yeah. That would have been all time if we got a run in with him while he was here.
I ran. So on Friday, I left from here and I ran to the Civic, because I knew they were going to be loading into the Civic around that time. So I went and I ran around the back, and their buses were there, and they were unloading everything. And I was like looking for him, hoping that he was going to be going to get some miles in. But I ended up seeing one of the guitar players. I saw him like cruising around, just like looking at the river, but I didn't see anybody else. Yeah. I was on the hunt. Didn't find him.
Do you follow him on Strava? Were you able
I looked for him on Strava. I couldn't find him on Strava.
No.
I looked for him.
Yeah, I wonder if...
Yeah, he wasn't... He's probably on there, but he's probably private, because you can have like a...
You can.
Yeah.
And how long did the set go?
Dude, they played for like 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah, the opener was awful. No disrespect to her, but she played the harp, and it was just her playing a harp for...
Like no singing?
No, just a harp. Just instrumental music on a harp.
Dang. That's tough.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
And she, thank God her set was short. It was like 35 minutes. And then they went on an 8 and played until 10.
Sick.
Yeah, it was dope. They crushed it, dude.
Did you go get Del Taco after for old time's sake?
No, went to In-N-Out.
Just reminisce.
Dude, In-N-Out was so delicious afterwards.
And Finn was just home with the kids?
Finn and Lou were home with the kids, yeah.
They put Penny down?
They put Penny to bed. They put Apple to bed. And then we came home. No hiccups? Nope.
Nice.
Yeah. Lou and Finn, when they're together, they crush it. But if you make one of them do it without the other one, they both get overwhelmed and then shit just hits the fan. And at nighttime, Lou doesn't want to be home without Finn, which is very cute. Yeah. And I appreciate that.
But do they ever really do that? Do they ever put Penny down? I thought that's not really a thing.
Not usually. We'll be home in time to put her down or we'll leave after.
That's what I thought.
But there's been a handful of times.
Okay. So it wasn't their first time.
No. When we went to Evan's birthday a couple months, it was like a month ago or whatever. It was at like 6:30. So we're like, well, you're going to have to put Penny to bed. And they did, and it was fine.
Nice.
Yeah, it was cool. But so we're at the concert, and just people being loud around me and being annoying. And you could tell who were fans of the band and who were not fans of the band just based off of like how they were engaged with what was happening. But this part leads me into the next thing I wanted to say. There was this guy next to me who was he wasn't really making loud noises when it was appropriate to make loud noises. He would just scream like in quiet moments between songs or, just be generally annoying.
Like Tourette's or something?
No. Not like he was just being annoying. He was just trying to be disruptive.
Funny?
I don't know what he was trying to do, but it was just like anytime there was like a quiet moment in a song or they were changing songs and it got quiet in the room, he would just go, ah!
Really?
I was like, dude, shut up.
Yeah.
What the hell's your problem?
That's very annoying.
But anyway, it was just like, dude, get the hell out of here. Yeah. You're annoying me. But I was at the Y yesterday and I'm in like the back room where like the racks are with the barbells and stuff. I'm in that back room and this little kid walks in. He's probably Rivers height, but he's in high school. So he's like a littler guy.
Yeah.
But in high school, and he walks in, I have my headphones on. And he's like saying something to me, but I have him in like noise canceling mode, so I can't hear what he's saying.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like what, bro? Like, what's up? And he's like, I like your mustache. And I was like, oh, thanks, dude. And then I put my headphones back on, but I didn't put them back in noise canceling. They were open so I could hear what was happening. He's like, wow, you got a high-pitched voice. I did not expect a voice like that to come out of somebody that looks like you.
Really?
I'm just like, what, bitch? And I was like, I do have a high voice. But
I don't feel like you do.
But it was, sometimes I feel like I do. I don't have a low voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a higher cadence.
Yeah.
Anyway. So he says that, and I was like, whatever, like, no big deal. But then...
That's like the 3-year-old telling me that I'm small.
Yeah, exactly. That was so funny. But then this kid, no exaggeration, there's another kid in there that he knows. I think it's like the Shasta football or something.
Yeah.
Yells over to this other kid that's on one of the racks at the other side of the room, we got a screecher!
Just talking about your voice?
We got a screecher.
Did your voice crack when you talked to him or something?
No, I said, thanks, man, is what I said. And maybe I didn't. I was like, thanks, man. You know, whatever.
Standard.
He's like, we got a screecher. I was like,
that's
bitch,
funny.
What?
That's funny.
But that wasn't, he didn't stop there. He like continued to make comments about
this kid's just thinking he can just roast you?
Yeah.
You should have fucking drop kicked him.
Well, at one point, it was funny because at one point he's like just making comments like whatever. The kid's fucking 16 being a squirrel, whatever. And he's doing muscle ups but he's using like the thickest band they have, like the assistance bands wrapped around the pull-up bar to do muscle ups.
Like he's going up into...
Yeah, he's like swinging all the way forward, pushing off the band and like getting up onto the bar, which I was impressed with. But then he comes over to me and taps me on the shoulder again. And I'm like in the middle of, I was trying to do just whatever the CrossFit workout was yesterday. It's push press. So I'm like in the middle of trying to do push press, and I rack the barbell. He taps me on the shoulder. He's like, muscle ups. And I was like, what? He's like, I'm doing muscle ups. You should do muscle ups. I was like, dude, I'm in the middle of this. Like great, good job. Like, leave me alone. Little fucking weirdo.
What the heck?
It was such a weird. And after the fact, I was like, that could have gone very poorly for him if I was in a bad mode.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna kick his ass, but like I could have been very unkind.
Yeah.
But I just ignored you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was so. I would never, ever. I wouldn't even talk. I don't talk to people.
Some people are. Yeah, dude.
But some people just want to chat. I'm like, bro, I'm not here to chat. I got my headphones on. I have big headphones on. You can tell I have headphones on.
Dude,
I'm not trying to have a conversation.
One of the times when I took Finn, we were there and we were working out, and in the middle of me doing my set, there's like this super little, like super jacked, smaller guy, like clearly on steroids, probably like 5'7".
Okay.
And like pushing 200 pounds, like shredded, big. And he was doing something, and Finn was obviously like staring at him.
Yeah.
And then this big old like fat dude, like a 350, 400 pound like guy, pretty like gnarly guy though, like not just like a fat dorky guy. Like I'm pretty sure he was like in the military or something.
Right.
He sees Finn like staring at the guy, and when the guy like walks away, I'm like doing something. But he like says something to Finn, like he's not somebody you want to like look up to, buddy, or like something like that. And I was kind of like, do I like say something? And then, but I was like, he's not being like an asshole, but he's like telling him like,
right.
And Finn's like, oh no, he's like, I'm just telling you that guy's an asshole, or like something like that. And so I was just like, whatever, like, and then we go to the sauna, and the big dude's, the guy that talked to him was in the sauna, and he sees us, and he's like, hey man, like, I'm sorry, I don't know if I overstepped or something, like, and he's like kind of apologizing to me and Finn. I'm like, oh, I'm like his uncle. Like, he's like, I was just trying to let him know that like that guy is just like he's like a total like jerk off, like just because he's got like big cool muscles, like he's not somebody that he should be like looking up to. And I was just like letting him know. He's like, I've like tried to talk to that guy before, and he just thinks he's like hot shit, and he's just like an asshole. And Finn's like, oh, like has no idea what's happening. He's just like, oh, okay, like blah blah blah. He's like, so just don't worry about he's like, look at your uncle. He's like, I had long hair at the time. He's like, he's a good looking guy, probably a surfer guy, like blah, blah, blah. He's like, look up to somebody like that, not just somebody with the big muscles. And I was like, all right, thanks, dude. But it was just like some people, like, I'm like, why? Like the interactions sometimes at the Y can be so
weird.
I'm like, just get in there, put your head down, and get the hell out.
Yeah.
I don't need to talk. I don't need to. Nothing. No conversations.
Dude, also, when you go into the sauna, do you go from the door that faces where the main building is? Do you ever go in from the backside?
Yeah, that's the only way I go in. Is the backside.
No.
I don't scan anything or do anything.
No, I know. But so you know when you come into the parking lot, there's like the main Y building, and then
I go into the first parking lot. So I don't even, like... There's a way to get in. Yeah.
But you walk in and you literally walk down the hall a little bit and turn left. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I go in when I go in to shower or use the sauna if I haven't lifted at the Y. And I was just thinking.
I just lift, get in my car, drive to that backside and go in.
Okay. That makes more sense. But I was just thinking today, or I thought this yesterday, whenever, I don't know. Yeah, it was yesterday. I park and I walk in, and there's nothing.
Yeah, no. There is a little like thing to scan your thing at the end of the hall.
But all the way down at the other side. Before. I'm like, but there's no.
Yeah, no. That's why I always said before you were a member, you could just come with me.
Yeah.
I don't know what they like do. I thought that was the only entrance.
Yeah.
Because that's just how
it's just surprising to me that they don't have that door locked.
Yeah. I don't know.
You know, because even if you went in from the other side, there's not really ever anybody there. And if there is somebody sitting at the desk, they're not.
Yeah, I've never even seen a desk. I've literally just walked in there to the thing. And I figured they probably have it on camera and like, I don't know.
If it's some like homeless person
or like seeing that I like just came from the gym. I don't know. But
yeah, because I literally roll up, I park on that side like this morning, got out of my truck, walked in, showered, and left.
Yeah.
Didn't scan, didn't do anything.
No, you don't.
It was just so.
But I guess maybe I've seen they have that door open and stuff sometimes because they do that workout class in that room. And then I've seen them like run through the parking lot and then run back. So I don't know. Who knows? And there's like parking there. So maybe just to like get in and they don't have it locked. But
I appreciate it though. It's nice.
Yeah, it makes it convenient for sure.
Because sometimes I feel like the front desk can be a little annoying. I had the thing on my phone because I never have my keys. I always just leave my keys in the truck. We're just maybe secretly hoping someone steals it.
Yeah. There we go.
And I just scan it on my phone, and they're like, "Oh, that didn't work." I'm like, "The hell do you mean it didn't work?"
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, you need to your card thing. We need to give you a different thing." So they like do the whole thing and give me a new one of those little plastic cards. And I was like, I'm just going to lose this. Can you send me the thing so I can put it on my phone so I can just scan it like a card? Like, oh, yeah, we'll email it to you.
Never.
Definitely didn't.
Speaking of not responding to emails.
Dude. Nike. What the actual fuck? What's the timestamp here? 27 minutes. Got you shorts for your birthday.
Yeah. Really like
And I'll
them.
put the picture up. Of what happened to them after you washed them the first time.
Yeah.
So I have 2 bones to pick with Nike.
I just got that blowout ass, dude.
Yeah. The first bone is why?
Well, yeah.
What is the... Did it say you're not supposed to wash them?
No.
You're supposed to like hand wash them?
No. Got me those shorts, wore them twice, I think. First time washing
Only 2 times?
Yeah. 2 runs.
Jeez.
Washed them. First time washing them, just completely, they like essentially ripped in half.
But they ripped like at the base of
the nylon.
The nylon.
Of the waistband. Yep. Like huge rip in it.
Dang.
And I was like, what the hell?
Was it where you put your phone?
No.
It's not. Wasn't it the pocket?
No. Huh. So it just,
Anyway, bullshit.
Just shredded. And then I was like, well, clearly I liked them.
Yeah.
I needed new shorts. He got me new shorts. Now I'm down a pair.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, let's return these and get a new pair of them. And so we sent them back, but they just haven't responded to anything.
That's my other bone to pick with this return process.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I had to pay $16.
Send me a picture. We go to do the return. They don't give us a label. They just give us like a return slip.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, oh, you'll go. It's like you can do Amazon returns at Kohl's without a label. You just drop off the box and they deal with it. No. You have to pay $16.
$16
to send it back.
Yeah.
And radio silence from Nike. So Nike, I know you're listening to this. I'm going to tag you.
Yes.
On Spotify and YouTube. And we're going to hashtag and tag you on Instagram when we post this episode.
All 1,100 of you boycott Nike.
Nike need to make this right. Dude, the thing is
I'm going to need an extra pair for my troubles. All right, Nike? You need to send 2 pairs, one in a medium and one in a large. All right?
I'd like some Nike stock also, please. I tagged an episode Tom Brady one time on YouTube. Just random segue while I'm thinking about this. I tagged an episode Tom Brady. And when people search... Oh,
when we were talking about his piece?
Yes.
Okay. I thought you just did it just because he's famous and to get... Well, kind of.
No, but it works.
Yeah.
So when you look at the analytics on YouTube for how people found that episode, if they typed in Tom Brady, our show came up.
Nice. Well, we're doing Nike. We're going to start doing Nike, Walmart, Apple.
Yeah. No, but for real.
all the things.
Yeah, I was maybe like half a person saw it, but still it worked. Hacked the system.
Yeah.
It had to have been when we were talking about.
Was he was missing an arm or a leg? Why was it a half? How were we half?
I'm just saying it was the who knows how someone type. Maybe it was me typing in Tom Brady.
Waist down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
So
shout out Tom Brady. Shout out football. Football coming back.
Football's coming back.
Hall of Fame game tomorrow. Today is Wednesday, July 30th. Can't believe we're going into August, dude. Crazy. I feel like we've had a fairly mild summer.
Oh, this is the mildest summer I've ever had living here.
Yeah, this is
68
crazy,
in the
dude.
morning in July is unheard of.
Yeah. It's been nuts. Like, house has been cool. We're not crazy about the AC. Like, I've heard the stories and we've talked about some people here, but I've been turning off the AC every night, turning it back on the next day, usually around like 10 a.m. Mm-hmm. House has been fine.
Yeah.
Runs have been good.
Mm-hmm.
One of the runs I went on when it was hot, or I went like later in the day, and it was like the second half of the run was in the direct sun, and I was like, oh my God, this is insane.
The sun is still very intense when you're in it, even if it's not hot.
Yeah.
But you don't have that hot
But
air.
like a typical 6:30, 7 o'clock start of a run is like beautiful.
That's in July. That's unheard of.
Yeah.
It's normally already in the 80s.
Yeah, but it's definitely below 80.
Yeah, no, I know. Today was like 60, 68.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Crazy. So that's glorious.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then we got the Chargers kicking off the Hall of Fame football game, preseason game tomorrow, Thursday, July 31st, last day of July. Football this month. That's insane. And then that's just a little preseason. They only play 3 preseason games now. It used to always be 4. Now they only play 3, but this is an extra game for just this one. So the Chargers and the Lions play on Thursday in Canton, Ohio, where the Football Hall of Fame is. So it'll be interesting. No, like starters play. It's essentially to see who's going to make the team and stuff. Yeah. But the fact that it's back, and then
when is the first official
have one more month
game?
So the Chargers play September 5th, and that's a Friday. We play in Brazil on that Friday. Remember, that's a crazy one on YouTube. First game ever streamed on YouTube, and then so the day before that, the 4th, is the first game of the season. So September 4th, so first week in September, we'll get football back. So
that's Labor Day weekend, isn't it?
It might be.
Something else is happening that weekend.
It's always right then. Did you guys sign up Apple for soccer?
That's what it is. Yes, we signed her up for soccer, and signed the boys up for flag football through the city.
Nice.
Which they start, I think it's...
Apple will start that Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think
Sundays.
Flag football, which is going to be kind of a troll because we're going to have to double team it, but football and soccer are the same, like basically the same schedule.
Oh, they're on those Saturdays?
Yeah. Which sucks.
But this football isn't through that.
No, it's through the city of Reading. No, it's not at
that church.
VFC. VFC. Yeah, it's
Do you know where it is?
Enterprise Park on Victor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it should be cool. The kids
They're all there. All the games will be there.
Yeah. The kids he played flag with, the same guy that's coaching is hopefully going to coach also.
Nice.
So, and he'll have some of his buddies from that team. And then River's going to play too. So this will be our first year doing a city league. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what the crowds are like, because obviously Upward is like a Christian thing.
Yeah.
Which, not everything we do doesn't have to be like church related, but it'll just be interesting to see what the vibe is like doing a city.
Hopefully we get a couple of fights.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
A couple parent fights, fighting the refs and stuff.
Yeah. So that they're excited for that, but yeah. So Apple's talking nonstop.
Dude,
about
when
soccer.
I played like Pop Warner and stuff growing up, we played some gnarly games at times. Like we would go, we played
Downey
Inglewood,
and stuff. Yeah.
Compton.
Yep.
Like all like Hawaiian Gardens, like stuff like that, dude. I remember at one of the games we played Compton at Compton High School at night.
Oh God.
The whole like chain linked fence is all has the barbed wire all around it. Has its own little like not police station, but kind of like a police in the parking lot.
Chicken stand.
And like the school has like freaking metal detectors and stuff. Yeah. And we're just going, you know, my parents are in the stands. I'm playing against all just these kids just talk the most shit ever. They were actually really good. Normally, especially when we were younger, our football teams used to whoop the shit out of freaking the ghetto teams because they just like are not coached well and just like don't have all the resources.
They play football with like a human head,
but they're athletic as hell. But it was Inglewood. The Inglewood team they were good, dude. They had this super sick kid on the team that was deaf. That was like really good though, and like so the quarterback like learned like sign language and stuff for him. It was cool.
Whoa. We
met him in the parking lot after the game, and he came up and freaking dapped me up. That was sick. My parents like still remember it because it was like cool. Like, he was like a beast, and
really,
he was like full. Yeah, like could not speak at all. Huh. It was crazy. But so City League. Hopefully you get to.
Dang, that reminds me of ballers. the 2 weeks. Well, it was actually 3 weeks. I don't know if do you know that I played football in high school for 3 weeks?
That,
yeah. So I'm a high school
that
football
was like
athlete. That was right when we started hanging. Well, the reason I stopped playing was actually Sarah's fault because who knows? I could be in the NFL now.
Yeah.
You know.
I remember you threw the football with me a couple times. You said you wanted to play quarterback.
I don't know what I said. Probably something stupid. But we had football camp. And
she was like, "No, just come to the beach with me."
No, she didn't. She still wanted nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
You're only a freshman. It's actually probably my dad's fault more than it's Sarah's fault. But I had no way to get there to football camp to like practice
to Capo.
To Capo because we lived far.
Yeah.
Remember where my house was and where Capo was? So I was like, well, Brett's going to 1,000 steps every day, or I can take the bus from my house.
How did you get to school? Oh, are you talking because in like the afternoon you had no way to get there in the afternoon?
Yeah. Well, because it was in summer though. Like practices started at like early, like late July, early August. So there was like 3 weeks where I was just like, this fucking sucks. I don't want to do this.
Dude, I used to take the bus to the beach.
Yeah.
That was actually fun.
Yeah. Well, for me being in Capo, I was close enough to the beach where I could just like skate there pretty much.
From Capo High School. Yeah.
Close enough. But it reminded me there was a kid, the deaf kid that you're talking about. There was a kid on our football team. His name was Ben. He was a big, tall, black kid who had an extra pinky.
Extra finger. Nice.
So, and he was a wide receiver.
Nice.
He's cheating.
Yeah, he could catch real good.
Yeah. But that's maybe, obviously being deaf and having an extra pinky are not the same thing. But
not the same.
I guess it's an extra ability, a different ability.
Yeah.
But
that's funny. Yeah, no, so you chose beach instead of dude, that was something I'll never forget, dude. Like from elementary school, junior high, high school, summer was obviously like I was thinking about it watching freaking Dazed and Confused the other night.
Yeah.
They like get out of school and like everyone's throwing their papers up in the air. Like Sip and I were looking at each other. We're like, dude, do you remember that feeling?
There was literally
nothing better than that. There was nothing better than being out for summer, but having football, dude, I would like go to the beach and all day I would just be like thinking and have anxiety and like panicking about I have to get home. I have to get to football practice. it's like Hell Week would start, where it's all conditioning. You're just getting your ass yelled at constantly. You're doing the hardest work ever. And I'd just be at the beach with friends, and then I'd have to leave and go play football, go to practice, and everybody would be at the beach or talking about what they're doing later. Or like you'd get the kid, like once we got into high school, you'd get the kid that like was on the team and then he quit. And so now he's like, dude, like, you guys got to go to practice. We're going to so-and-so's house. We're going
to Pedro's.
Yeah, we're leaving the beach and going to the pool party. And you're just like, oh my, you're just like thinking about how you have to leave and go to practice, and just, oh dude, that was the worst, especially when I was younger. Like I would be literally so nervous to go to football as like a fifth grader and stuff. Like, yeah.
Dang.
You just get your ass kicked. Because, like, dude, back then, too, it would be like you would go through, like, Hell Week and stuff, which was, like, essentially just conditioning to, like, get you in shape. And then you would put on the pads. And when the pads came on, you started doing hitting drills and, like, tackling. And I was always older because of my birthday being in July. So I would have to play with kids that were grades above me.
Oh.
But I would, like, say I was in fifth grade, I would have oftentimes 6th and 7th graders on my team. And I wasn't always I was always like average size, but like you would get matched up, like do some hitting drill with some beast or something.
Yeah.
And this was like a 7th grader, and this kid would just fucking put your dick in the dirt, and you're just like picking yourself up with freaking grass in your helmet, getting back in line to go do it again, and you just be like literally just shitting yourself, just so nervous. But I swear, dude, all that stuff, I attest to like who I am today. It's like that. I don't even know if I said the right word there, but like it is very beneficial in the long run. But it at the time it
fucking sucked.
It was tough, dude. It was tough.
Oh,
but it's good.
What is it? Endurance? No, perseverance, character, endurance, carry the boats. I don't know.
Yeah.
Some shit.
Burn the boats or something.
Burn
something
the
David
boats.
Goggins would say.
I don't
yeah. Who knows? All I know is you get a lot of friends from it too, which is cool.
Yeah.
That part is fun.
That's what I was going to say. Is interesting as I wonder if I had played, I don't think I would have been friends with the people I was friends with. That I wasn't friends with very many people that went to my school, but
yeah,
it would have been probably a very different high school experience.
Oh, for sure. For sure it would have been. But
I'm glad I chose the way that it all worked out in the end.
Yeah. Got 5 kids out of it. Smoking wife.
Hell yeah, dude. She is smoking. She's getting more smoking every day.
What's up?
Put that in my pipe and smoke it.
What is that in Ricky Bobby or whatever, when he's like praying and he prays for...
Oh, for my smoking hot wife.
Yeah, right? He like thanks the Lord for...
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That movie is awesome.
But I think he's done making movies.
Really?
Will Ferrell, yeah.
Dude,
done making funny movies.
He's old, man.
He's real old.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and real... He's a libtard.
Yeah.
Big old libtard.
Yeah. It's that's Hollywood for you. But it's wild now when you're seeing those people, like even in Happy Gilmore 2, which we're not going to do a breakdown now because we're too deep in the episode, but like just seeing how old these actors are that we grew up with. Like, dude, Brad Pitt is finally actually starting to look old.
Is he
He's obviously no, but like I'm just thinking of people. Like, he's obviously still handsome as hell.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, what is he, like 60?
I don't know.
Yeah. I think he's like 57 or 61 or like something in that range. Like, it's crazy, dude.
Yeah, he's a handsome bastard.
Yeah, of course. But when you're just like seeing these people like, oh, dude, yeah. The first Happy Gilmore was like 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. It's wild, dude. Wild. It kind of, honestly, it kind of trips me out a little bit.
Dude,
makes you like really not even just like appreciate life, but like think how...
Oh, no, for sure it does.
How like finite this like time is. It's wild, dude.
Oh, we'll end on this subject because this is speaking of finite. Okay. You know Hornbeck Trail that I've talked to you about before? It's right by my house.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Last Friday, I was like, oh, I'm going to go run Hornbeck. Chased
by a mountain lion?
No, worse. I'm like, oh, I'm going to go run Hornbeck.
Got chased by a bear?
No. I'm going to go run Hornbeck.
You got chased by a big black dude?
Yeah, named JoJo. No, I'm like, oh, I'm going to go run Hornbeck. And then at the last minute, I like change my mind and I go and I run. I think I went Ren Chemise. I can't remember. But I didn't go to Hornbeck. Saturday morning, I don't know why, I'm like looking at the weather or something, like looking at news, local Reading news, dead body found on Hornbeck Trail Friday morning. I was like, dead body? What? So I was like, for sure, if I had gone and run Hornbeck, I would have fucking tripped over this dude's body. No, so it ends up being some guy 50 had a heart attack on his mountain bike, died.
Damn.
And he got found by 2 other guys on mountain bikes. But I was like, thank God I didn't go run Hornbeck, because if I had stumbled upon that, that would have traumatized the shit out of me, just to make this about myself. You know, RIP to that guy. But also, speaking of finite, he was fucking 50 years old, just has a heart attack and dead.
Dude, quick one on that same note. When I can't remember, we were probably just out of high school. I stayed over at my buddy Ryan Louie's house. Mm-hmm. It was me, Ryan, and Brandon. We were asleep. We had probably been out the night before doing God knows what. So it was probably like 10 or 11. We're like sleeping in. Ryan's dad was a big mountain biker. Mountain bikes every Saturday morning.
Is this the guy that would carry Coors Light in the back of his trunk? Or no, he would.
No, that was Alan's dad. Okay. But same thing. Yeah. Big Coors Light drinker, would do the rides for the Coors Lights.
Worth it.
They come back. We're asleep. Ryan's window's open, and we just hear. I'm gonna forget his name now. What was his name? Because it woke us up. Ryan's dad's name's Jeff, and Jeff is just screaming like, Andy, no, don't die on me, don't die. And we're like, oh shit. We like wake up, we're like in our underwear or whatever, freaking gym shorts. We like run downstairs. They're one of his best friends from childhood. They get back from their mountain bike ride. He's obviously like totally fine. He's like walking to the car and just freaking face plants, has a heart attack. Face hits the cement, like breaks his teeth out and stuff. Luckily, he didn't die. Call the ambulance. Jeff is like freaking doing CPR on him until the ambulance like get there, and they like get the inhaler on him and stuff. Whatever they do, take him away, and he like survives. But had a full heart attack after his mountain bike ride. Like great shape. He was like a little like Asian guy, Filipino dude or something. You would never like expect it. He finished the ride. I think he was like walking to his car to leave or grab something, and just full face plant, passes out. Like, fuck. Yeah, we're literally standing around. I can't remember how old we were, but young. And his dad's like screaming and like crying and stuff, like, don't die on me. And I'm just like, we're all standing there like, oh my God, this is so gnarly. Yeah. How crazy is that? And you would have tripped over his body.
I would have tripped over his body, and then the first thing I thought was like, what do? You call it in, but then you have to wait there.
Yeah, come on, I'm trying to finish my run.
Yeah, can I just go finish this loop real quick? You can't leave, and then you get questioned. Well, you have to wait till they like show up and question you, and because you can't just like, oh hey, there's a dead body on Hornbeck Trail, click, and then take off.
Yeah.
Bitch is going to show up at your house.
Some people would be coming and asking some questions. I mean, they'd find out he had a heart attack, but crazy.
Yeah, dude.
So that was last Friday?
Last Friday, yeah.
Wow.
Craziness.
Well, on that note, don't die or have a heart attack or do anything that we wouldn't do this Saturday. Yeah. Go out there and run hard and
not too hard.
Make sure your heart's working. Go get a checkup. Go get your blood work done. I need a full blood panel from all you 1,100 listeners. You're going to need to go check, I don't even know what type of
cardiologist,
cardiovascular guy.
Doctor, person.
Sir, mister.
Or ma'am.
And just enjoy Relatively Speaking pod this Friday as you're commuting to work, or, I don't know what that's like.
August 1st.
And enjoy your first day of August.
18 days till my birthday.
Jeremy's birthday month, 16 days. 16 days till Jeremy's birthday. Marin's birthday. Anyone else in August?
He leaves for this trip pretty soon.
Yeah, it's got to be soon, right?
Yeah, I think he leaves on the 11th.
All right. Well,
later.
See you later, guys.
Bye-bye. Toodles.